It's all happening.
What's happening?
The coffee table book. It's a go.
Oh, yeah, I heard all about it.
The guy took pictures of Van Halen and Aerosmith.
Rock stars like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC.
You had to have great shots, and so it's one of the reasons we work with Mark.
Mark Weiss, he was one of my favorite, still is, one of my favorite photographers.
The thing about Mark Weiss is super cool and you just chill and it feels good when you see the photo.
Mark Weiss, there's a name that most everybody must know, especially if you lived in the 80s. He was one of the main photographers.
Mark Weiss did great sessions with us all over the place, all over the world actually.
His photos are completely iconic. I would see Mark's name so many times in some of the records I loved or credited to some of the photos I would love. His work stands the test of time.
What's his name again? Mark Weiss, that's right. One of my very best buddies. He shot the cover for Night Songs for us. And Mark scheduled the shoot for daytime. And I kept saying to him, that's not gonna look right. And he said, I shoot day for night. And I don't know what the fuck that meant.
You would find certain people you knew were the photographers you liked, come out on stage and see somebody I didn't know and then saw, oh, there's Mark Weiss, and then maybe you would happen to be a little bit more over on that side that night.
But to me, a guy that would always capture me in that great moment was Mark Weiss.
Mark has shot, you name it, everybody in the business. Just incredible, you know, incredible photography, legendary, obviously.
But they asked me, well, what was it like, you know, growing up in the 80s and being in the rock business and all that, and they can't believe the stories, you know, really? That happened?
He said, hey, Zach, man, do you ever think about auditioning for Ozzy? And I remember Dave calling me up saying, oh yeah, man, Ozzy's up at Mark's studio up at Empire State Building. I got the tape to Mark, and Ozzy said, just, you know, play with your heart, and the rest is history.
I did a shoot with Mark Weiss, the first Dangerous Toys shoot. That photo shoot with Mark was very influential on the rest of the photographs I ever took, whether it was a solo photo or with a band.
Well, you can tell when Mark did something, you know, it was so beautiful, was so many things to look at, it always had a great vibe.
This is no surprise that we're sitting here now 30 years later or something and still doing it, because you're one of those guys who have been able to identify and move forward with the manifesting of your passion, and nothing's going to stop you.
Look, all those pictures in there, amazing.
He was everywhere you dreamt of being, and then some.
This Mark Weiss guy.
Mark Weiss is a fucking genius.